MasterChef is back, and the competition gets tougher.
We're looking for that amateur who can make it to the top as a professional chef. Someone who can handle the pressure and still turn out great food.
I'm starving to win. I'm not hungry, I'm starving to win.
2 expert judges to decide who wins.
There's only 1 in 1,000 who's got what it takes.
I'm going to blast everybody away and win today.
The prize, to work in a top restaurant.
Cooking does not get tougher than this. Whoever wins this, it's going to change their life.
I really, really want to do it.
MasterChef is going large. All this week, we're giving contestants from the first series of MasterChef a second chance. Last year, these 3 contestants failed to make it through. Now they're back.
Gosh, I'm a little nervous, a little bit apprehensive, but really sort of excited.
If it's competition, then it needs to be won. And I'm the person that's going to have a good try this year.
I'm very nervous because I know I've come back after last year and I think they're going to be expecting a lot more from me.
It's their second attempt to win the competition, and their tests are tougher this time round. In the Invention test, they have to make not 1, but 2 dishes from scratch. In the professional kitchen, they'll each have to create their own dish for paying customers.
OK, guys, service has started. 3 fillets of lamb.
Then they're back to cook their best 2 courses for the judges.
You're going to be very, very, very good.
Only 1 winner will get through to the quarterfinals.
Well, welcome back. We're very excited that you guys continue to cook.
You all have identical ingredients, so 50 minutes, 2 beautiful plates of food. Off you go.
It's the Invention test. They have 50 minutes to create 2 exceptional dishes from a mystery box of ingredients which include banana leaves, pak choi, sticky rice, wonton pastry, spring onions, plums and duck. Judging the contestants on their dishes are top chef and restaurateur John Turode.
They've had a year, they know what we want, and they're going to have to work really, really hard to make it this time.
And fruit and veg maestro Greg Wallace.
I'm expecting really great things from them. Technical efficiency, flair, good imagination, good understanding of the ingredients and great flavours.
Social worker Angela has travelled extensively and likes to risk mixing different culinary influences.
I'll cook Chinese, I'll cook Indian, I'll cook things that haven't even got a country because I've just made them up. I will have a go at anything.
Last year, Angela was criticised by the judges for her fusion of flavours.
Did you put something else on that chicken?
A little bit of sesame oil and a squeeze of lemon.
Right. Because I was trying to work out why I was tasting Chinese Stilton.
Angela.
Hello.
Good to see you again.
Thanks.
So, Angela, what are you going to do for us today, then?
I'm definitely working on a sort of like hot and spicy broth and a stuffed banana leaf with vegetables.
How are you doing?
I'm really, really nervous and it's all shaking and it's all going wrong a little bit.
You know, you're doing OK.
Thanks.
And the wontons, what are you going to have beside those?
Oh, sorry.
It's OK, Angela.
Hopefully I'll calm down in 5 minutes.
Welsh accountant Sam is a great home cook who believes her food is good enough to reach professional standards.
I love actually preparing food for people, and when they see the food and their faces light up, nothing gives me more pleasure than watching people eat.
Although the judges liked Sam's home cooking last year, they found her presentation too simple.
There's no sense of proportion here, is there? I mean, what are you supposed to do? Are those beans to pick your teeth with afterwards?
No.
There's nowhere near enough bean for the amount of fish pie. Sam,
You did some extraordinary things for us last year, which were amazing.
have you decided what you're going to cook for us today?
I've never cooked duck before, so this is going to be a first for me. I'm just going to sear the duck off on the skin side and I'm just going to put it in the oven to finish.
Has your cooking style changed?
Well, you'll have to tell me when you see the food.
10 minutes, guys.
Scott likes flamboyant dishes with big flavours and lots of ingredients. But last year he made his biggest impression with his fig tart.
Probably the most poignant memory would probably be me dropping the tart. I get a lot of flack from friends about that, you know, calling me a nasty tart dropper. No more tarts this year. I'm done with tarts.
Although the judges loved some of Scott's big flavours, he needed to bring them together more.
This does work for me.
Yeah.
That does work for me.
Yes.
Just not together.
Just not together.
The lamb's cooked beautifully. It's a really nice dish, Scott, except for just...
Bring it together.
Scott. How you doing, mate?
Good, how are you?
Did you enjoy your experiences on MasterChef?
I absolutely loved it. It sort of like turned a light on in my head that I really want a career in food, so I've quit my job and I'm just going to see what I can do.
Have you decided what you're going to cook for us?
It's just going to be duck with stir-fry vegetables and plum and ginger crumble.
I'm impressed. You've got a lot to do. Good luck with it.
That's it, guys. Please, plate it up.
Now John and Greg will judge the contestants on how well they've cooked and combined their ingredients. Home cook Sam has never cooked duck before. She's hoping her duck with honey, ginger and chilli served with pak choi won't let her down.
If it's just going to be duck and pak choi, like that, then it wants to go in a bowl. Right. Because it doesn't look like a complete plate of food.
Duck is cooked nicely. We could probably do a little bit more seasoning in it.
Kept the sweetness of the honey. Nice flavour.
Oh, thank you.
Sam has made a traditional dessert with a twist, a sticky rice pudding with cinnamon.
It's tasty. I like the fact that it's not too sweet, because so many people make it really, really sweet. I like the cinnamon with it. I think it's a really good idea. Just watch your rice. You've got to be careful about being chalky.
I'm all for throwing the cinnamon in there. But we should have been now going, We shouldn't be chewing. Right. It should be wet.
No, I put too much rice in there anyway, and a bit nervous to begin with, seeing all the ingredients. I've never cooked with duck before. I thought keep it simple because I haven't used half of the stuff.
Despite nerves running high, risk-taker Angela is hoping her different approach will pay off. She's made hot and spicy vegetable wonton soup.
I think we're a squeeze of lime and a chop of chilli away from a beautiful broth there.
Oh, thanks, Greg.
All right. I think that's good. Maybe even a little bit of chilli in there.
Okay.
Cook the wonton absolutely perfectly. I think you have tried to be different, and successfully so as well.
I maybe took a bit more time and cared about it a little bit more.
Yeah, I think the flavours are good. I do think that your vegetables could do with some more spring onion or something like that.
Angela's now hoping her banana leaf stuffed with minced duck will show off her originality.
I don't much fancy that, to be honest.
Looks a bit like death.
Actually, it's not a bad flavour. You've got to work around the main feature. The duck breast can't be an afterthought to a banana leaf.
Yeah.
It tastes good. The problem is the texture.
Yeah, it looks foul.
What you have done today, though, Angela, is you've shown us you've been adventurous, and it's not a complete disaster.
Suddenly I became really, really nervous, and when I went in there, I was picking up pans, and the pans were shaking, and so I usually use a big knife, and I had to use a little knife because I thought I'm going to chop my finger off here.
Wannabe chef Scott is looking to wow the judges with tamarind glazed duck breast with Asian-style vegetables.
Whoa. Too much. No, not at all, actually. I like the sourness of the duck. The flavour of the duck comes through. What I just went whoa about was in right at the last minute, I get this hunk of chilli. And that's very good.
That's nicely cooked. I think that's a really, really decent plate of food.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
In fact, we'll have another bit of pak choi.
I think Greg might like your dish.
It's a great dish.
Thank you.
A little bit of chilli, and you haven't overpowered it with the soy.
Yeah.
I think you've done really, really well, Scott.
Thank you.
Scott's duck is a triumph. Can his plum and ginger crumble also delight?
The plums are nice and sour. The crumble's nice and sweet. If anything, I think your topping should probably be a little bit thicker. But 2 plates of food, no schoolboy errors. Good on you.
Wrong time of year.
Oh, Scott, baby. Oh, it's all working for you today, mate, isn't it? That's lovely.
I was pleased with my main. I thought it was really good, and I would be really sort of pleased to eat that.
The first test is over, and the contestants can relax while John and Greg discuss their progress so far.
Scott is head and shoulders above the others at the moment. His 2 courses were absolutely fantastic today.
I think John and Greg might have liked my food just a little bit.
I think he's very good, don't get me wrong. But his crumble was okay, but basically what it was a pot of plums with a little bit of crumble on top.
Sam's nice Welsh lady, cooked home-cooked food, but I was completely and utterly unimpressed with her efforts today.
We are looking for somebody who is a step above the amateur, above the home cook, somebody who can make it in the professional environment. Sam is trying to do that.
I'm as pleased as I can be. I've done my best and that's all I could do, so hopefully tomorrow I'll do even better.
Angela today went out on a limb. She tried something different. It wasn't absolutely atrocious. The flavours were right, it wasn't undercooked, it was slightly grainy, but the soup was a good start.
Unfortunately, the banana leaf that I stuffed with the duck, it did look like death when they opened it. It was a risk, maybe one that didn't pay off, unfortunately, this time.
I think it's a real tough job for Angela because I think Scott has got the technical efficiency. I also think he's got the knowledge, and I think Sam still has the big-hearted home cook. And where does Angela fit in the middle of those?
I think it's tough.
Scott's pulled out 2 great dishes and it's put him in the lead. Sam's dishes were disappointing. To stand a chance, she'll need to pull out all the stops. And Angela needs to keep her nerve and focus more on bringing her dishes together. 1 task down, 2 to go. Tomorrow they'll face their hardest challenge yet. It's early morning on day 2, and Scott, Sam and Angela arrive at one of London's top kosher restaurants, 613.
Welcome to 613, I'm the head chef here.
Hi, I'm Angela.
They're about to be thrown into the heat of a professional kitchen, but this time they will each have to invent their own dish to go on the restaurant's menu. Then, over a hectic lunchtime service, they'll have to cook their dishes every time it's ordered by paying customers. Whose dish will be the most popular? Head chef Michael has a firm idea about what he expects from the contestants' dishes.
We're looking for a small number of ingredients in a dish, lots of flavour, but not overbearing. That's our style.
They've got just 10 minutes to think up a dish to go on today's specials board. Scott has invented a beef salad with soy, ginger and chilli sauce. Sam has decided on a steamed lemon sole with lemon salt and pak choi. Angela, cumin and coriander lamb fillet with couscous and butternut squash. With the restaurant filling, it's time for the lunch service to begin. Angela is first to get an order, and it's for 3 of her lamb.
Okay guys, the service has started. 3 fillets of lamb, let's get going.
Is that...
With so many to prepare at once, Angela's nerves kick in again.
Is this a new order?
Sam does a lot better with her first lemon sole order. And the orders keep coming.
Lemon sole looks good, nice presentation, nice and clean, great.
Sam's sole is popular with the customers, and she's soon on 5 to Angela's 3.
Very well presented and really nice and light and a good dish for lunch. I enjoyed it very much.
Meanwhile, Scott is restless. He hasn't sold a single beef salad. The restaurant is full and head chef is keeping a close eye on whose dish is selling best. Sam's lemon sole has become so popular, she's almost sold out. Head chef has to inform the head waiter.
I've only got 3 portions of lemon sole left for lunch, okay? Thank you.
Angela is over her nervous start and has sold 6 lamb, but Sam's still ahead with 12 sole.
It's okay, it's going well. I could do with a few more orders to test me, but what I'm producing is going okay.
No main course.
Finally, right at the end, Scott gets his first order, and it's for 2 salads.
2 raw beef salad, please.
He's way behind the others.
It's picked up a little bit. I finally have a couple of orders in, so I don't feel set like a little reject.
1 Dover sole.
Chef.
Sam seals her victory and sells out of sole completely.
There's no more lemon sole left, so I'm very, very happy.
The customers are happy, but the verdict that counts most of all is head chef Mike's.
How'd they go today?
They went well, I was actually pleasantly surprised that they picked things up pretty quickly.
Was there one particular dish that sold very, very well?
Sam's dish sold the best. It was a nice, simple dish. It wasn't over-flavoured, it was just simple.
How about Angela? Did she cope with the pressure?
She lacked a little bit of confidence. Again, She knew what she wanted to do and how to do it, and didn't take any initiative in getting things done.
How about Scott?
Scott had a great dish and knew what he was doing and was ready to go, was all psyched up for it. It never took off.
Who would be working in your kitchen if you had to pick one now?
Based on today, I'm sure she would do well, and that would be Sam.
Now they're straight back to MasterChef HQ. Last year, these 3 contestants failed to make it through to the semi-finals. They've been given a second chance, and the pressure's on to cook their best 2-course meal. Wannabe chef Scott wowed the judges with 2 delicious dishes on day 1. Sam has excelled in the pro kitchen and now needs to prove her home cooking can reach professional standards. While Angela needs to keep her nerve and cook the best dishes of her life to stay in the competition. It's the final test.
Welcome back. You know what happens now.
2 courses, your own food. Let's cook.
They have just 1 hour to cook a 2-course meal. Only one will win a place in the quarterfinals. Nervous Angela needs to keep her cool if she's to pull off her diverse menu of lamb and sweet potato ravioli.
Angela, what are you cooking for us?
Lamb ribs griddled with thyme and rosemary, and then we're having a sweet potato pasta with a mushroom and seed stuffing with a hot and spicy tomato sauce.
So is this ravioli you're making us?
Yeah.
Wow, and you're making it from the sweet potato itself?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Are you going to have enough time to be able to do this?
Well, when you said 50 minutes, just then, I nearly cried. But I think within the hour, I should be okay. As long as I stay calm and focused, I'll be okay.
Good on you. You're halfway there, guys. Halfway there.
Dark horse, Angela, because you've got such a simple starter and such an unusual main.
She's just going to do simple lamb chops. Nice flavour, lamb, rosemary, bit of thyme. Good on you.
Then she's pushing herself technically by doing the sweet potato ravioli, because that's good if she can do it.
I'm going to do a pan-roasted venison over rainbow chard and a red flannel hash with a beetroot and juniper berry jus.
What's a red flannel hash?
Red flannel hash is potatoes and beetroot.
This is a beautiful piece of venison. What is going to give it the background of flavour?
A little bit of probably juniper berry crust around there.
What's the next course?
And then I'm going to do an apple risotto with a Vin Santo poached apple.
Scott, we've got 2 dishes and we have 5 spices.
Tell me, what's this for?
That's puff pastry. That is, I'm going to just do a cinnamon and sugar twist.
Scott, this is sounding either absolutely extraordinary or bizarre.
Let's hope it's extraordinary.
Scott, I'm very, very excited about this. Let's hope it can deliver.
Yep, I've got my fingers crossed.
Good on you.
Scott is going for flamboyant dishes with lots of ingredients. Will his menu pull together?
Scott is putting out all the stops, but John, his food's just too complicated, too big, too messy.
I think he's got that big, gutsy food, but as you say, it could be too big and too gross. There's lots of flavours in that plate. Venison, juniper, gin, chard, balsamic vinegar, apples and rice, beetroot, potatoes, pastry and broth.
Home cook Sam is cooking what she does best, but will it be professional enough?
You okay there, Sam?
I'm fine, actually. I'm really calm.
We've got lamb.
Lamb with red wine, red currant, mint and rosemary. And we're having creamed mashed potato, and we're having Savoy cabbage with streaky bacon and toasted pumpkin seeds. And dessert is it's for Gregory. It's going to be a lovely, lovely cheesecake.
It sounds like everything's for Gregory, actually, because I know nothing's for me from you. That's all right, Sam. I don't mind that. 10 minutes. 10 minutes left.
Sam, to get through this round, it is going to have to be the best lamb chops and the best cheesecake you've ever tasted.
I'm sure she can actually make that mash beautiful, well-seasoned, those chops perfectly cooked, the cabbage delicious. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you might be right, it might not be quite enough.
The hour is almost up, and then it's time for John and Greg to judge which of the comeback contestants is the best cook and worthy of a place in the quarterfinals.
OK, guys, let's plate up, please.
Angela has made lamb ribs with rosemary, thyme and garlic, and for her main, sweet potato ravioli with mushroom stuffing and a chili tomato sauce.
Lamb ribs, they're lamb cutlets, basically.
Yeah.
Well, it's sweet from the meat, it's sweet from the fat. It's a little bit greasy from the fat,
Yeah.
but I think it's very good.
Next time.
I think it's very brave. It is a bit greasy.
Yeah.
Angela's most adventurous dish is her homemade ravioli. Has she pulled it off?
I think the filling's really tasty, and the tomato sauce with lots of chilli and parmesan is actually really delicious.
Right.
And I almost feel like I want to have more of it with my mix.
Yeah.
It would have been lovely to have all that sauce mixed through and coated all the way through around the outside of it, but good on you.
I'm fascinated, and I think this is really clever. That's really quite pleasant.
Oh, thanks.
Angela, thank you.
Thank you.
With greasy lamb and okay ravioli, are Angela's dishes enough to put her through? Scott has made venison with Swiss chard, beetroot and potato hash, and a beetroot juniper jus. For dessert, an apple risotto with Vinsanto poached apple, cinnamon cream, and a pastry twist.
Now, venison can be eaten very rare.
Yeah.
Me, I don't mind it. However, I know my learned friend next to me will probably say, that ain't cooked enough.
Yeah, it was a bit rarer than I had hoped.
Yes. Lots of flavours here, Scott.
I'm scared.
The beetroot is sweet. The chard is that sort of lovely iron flavour. I thought I was going to absolutely feel horrible about that dish. And I think it's really tasty.
I would send it back if that came out to me that rare. Scott, with you, there's always one or two colours or one or two ingredients, maybe too many here. It's the only plate of food I've ever seen that needs a volume control. No, that's good. That's good. It sweetens it just the right amount. Oh, Scott, that is super. Super flavours.
Despite undercooking his venison, Scott has wowed the judges with his flavours. Will his apple risotto come together perfectly?
This is classically beautiful. I think it looks absolutely delicious. Oh. The vanilla cream, the sourness of apple, the tart apple, the sweetness of the Vinsanto, it's really, really good. There is one more thing on this plate that you probably don't need. Why did we need this? Why isn't it just that with lots of cream? If you concentrate on one part of your plate a little bit more, you're going to be very, very, very good, Scott. I mean that.
The Vinsanto has infused its very expensive flavour. It's also taken all the sharpness and acidity out of the apple and beautiful vanilla cream with a little bit of cinnamon. Scott, you have a fantastic palate, but there's also a little bit of the modern artist in you that's got to go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Scott has made mistakes, but will his creativity outweigh them? Sam has made lamb cutlets in a sweet red onion sauce, Savoy cabbage with bacon and mash. For dessert, lemon cheesecake with ginger biscuit base and single cream.
Now, my only worry with the red currant and the sweet red onion, is it going to be too sweet? It is sweet, it's fine. I think we could have browned this fat off some more.
Okay.
And rendered that down a little bit.
Okay.
Perfect. Crispy cabbage, bits of salty bacon, and nicely seasoned potato. It's a very, very nice plate of food.
Thank you very much.
I like the sweetness of the sauce. I like the onions with it, the strong onions. Cabbage is nicely cooked. I think it's a really good dish. I think it looks good. I think it's clean. It's moving away from home cookery, which I'm pleased to see, Sam.
I've been practicing a lot.
Sam gets the thumbs up for her lamb. Will the judges also love her lemon cheesecake?
Delish. Gingerbread base.
Yes.
Delicious. That is very, very light citrus lemon. Your food has moved on enormously.
I like to think so, yeah.
I like the fact that you've actually used ginger nut biscuits as the base. and lemon curd in your cheesecake. A bit simple, I think, as far as presentation concerned. I think it's a good cheesecake to come out in the time you had. I think it's a brave thing to do in the time you had. Are these 2 plates good enough to get you through?
Of course they are, they're delicious and I'm really, really happy with them.
Thank you very much.
Sam has impressed the judges, but has she proved her home cooking can reach professional standards?
You know the score? We've got to make a decision. And unfortunately, 2 of you will be going home.
So John and I will be as quick as we can.
Thanks, guys.
Angela, with the lamb chops at the start, it's nice. I quite like to eat it. You can't take that food forward. And I think the ravioli was a really nice idea, but it lacks flair. At this stage, you've got to be able to jump up and down, clap your hands and go, wow, I love this.
I got to say, I thought Angela was all over the place. She was in an absolute mess all the time. It was a bowl of pasta with a tomato sauce with a bit of chilli in it, and it was some grilled lamb chops.
Maybe it's a little bit oily, but I think they were really impressed by my sweet potato pasta.
Scott, his flavours are fantastic. His textures are fantastic. His knowledge of his ingredients are fantastic. And he has the potential. He's cooking interesting food. He's not cooking safely.
Yeah, but let's not forget, here he is, desperate to get through to the next round, fighting for his MasterChef life. What does he do? Undercooks the venison, and it was raw. There are too many ingredients, there are too many colours, it's too big. I don't want food to slap me round the face. I want it to blow me a kiss.
They like my flavors, but maybe I've not refined it, I've not tamed it down, I've not simplified it enough.
We've got Sam, who has really worked hard. Lamb well cooked, mashed potato very good. I mean, good food. Not an error, not a mistake.
I was happy with the way it looked, I was happy with the way it tasted, and it all just turned out really well.
Sam's a lovely cook, cooks from the heart. That's about loving what you do, and it shows on the plate. It's a type of cooking I love.
The cheesecake was nice, but what else was with it? There was nothing else there. At least Scott had the bravery to try and pull out some of the stops and be a little bit sort of boisterous about what he was doing and say, look, here I am.
Thanks for your patience, and thank you for your efforts.
We can only have one quarterfinalist, and our quarterfinalist today, Scott, congratulations. Good on you. Congratulations.
This is it for my MasterChef challenge. I don't think I'll be asked back for a 3rd time.
I'm very disappointed, but okay, you know, the better guy won on the day, so there's not a lot more I can do about that.
I'm pleased with myself, but I'm pleased for getting through. I'm not pleased for what was there. I mean, I'm pleased for certain things, but I have to do it next time.
Scott will be back when he'll battle against 3 other exceptional cooks for the title of MasterChef.
But you've got the combination flavours absolutely spot on. It's food from your heart that you love to cook. It makes me smile.
So want it, you know, I so want to do it.
If he can't pull his socks up, he's going to push himself out.